What's going on, Ravens fans? Welcome into the Baltimore Ravens Rundown. My name is Joey Peterson. Hope you enjoyed the stress-free Sunday. For once, the Baltimore Ravens couldn't lose, couldn't make us sad, couldn't hurt our feelings, and I'll tell you this, I was soaking up every single ounce of it. Well, now that the bye week has come and gone, we got to look back on some things that have transpired over the last couple days in the National Football League. I got some good news to talk about. I got some bad news to talk about. Make sure you guys buckle in. It's going to be a good one today right here on the channel. Make sure you guys help us out to get to 40,000 subscribers, though, because we are closer than we've ever been. Literally, only 483 subs till we get to that 40K mark, which would be absolutely massive. I need your help. And the best thing is, you helping me doesn't cost you a dime. 100% free. All you got to do is hit that big red sub button. Let's start with the good news. We're going to go good, bad, good, bad, good. Okay? Because I'm more positive than I am negative. The good news is the Pittsburgh Steelers lost on Thursday to the Cincinnati Bengals, to the Joe Flacco-led Cincinnati Bengals. And I hope you guys watched that ball game. Multiple reasons. Number one, AFC North opponents, AFC North rivals. Number two, like low-key, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, even though we're supposed to hate both of them, well, not Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco was balling, Aaron Rodgers was balling. Those two dudes were like 40 years old, and they were going blow for blow. It was kind of a really entertaining game and really fun to see Joe Flacco back in his bag like we're used to seeing him. Right now, the odds stand as this. The Steelers are plus 130, Ravens plus 135, Bengals plus 490, Browns plus 2,000. But regardless, you have to take every single Steelers loss as great news from this point on. Because if they win that game, they are 5-1, and you are 1-5. And I get it. You got to worry about winning before you can worry about Pittsburgh losing when it comes to the race for the division. Regardless, every single time they lose a football game, it's going to be good news for you, especially when you are as far down that division standing totem pole as you are. More on that coming up next. I want to hear from you guys. Who do you hate the most? Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or Cleveland? You let me know in the comment section down below. I got a feeling that Pittsburgh is going to be a resounding answer to this, but who knows? Maybe it's Cincinnati. Maybe it's the Browns. Just let me know in the comment section. So let's talk about the bad, and this has to do with the AFC North standings. You are in last place in the AFC North. Last place. Dead last. It's bad. Steelers still in the lead at 4-2. Then the Bengals are at 3-4. Browns 2-5. And because the Browns won yesterday, the Ravens now drop to sole possession of last place. Now the odds, we already showed you those numerically, but the percentage odds, I think Kalshi, which is like a crazy website that has just odds for pretty much every single thing you could think of, has it, I think, a 42% chance for the Ravens to win the division. But I don't care what they have to say. I care what this has to say. Because this is concrete, this is legitimate, and you are last in the AFC North. Dead freaking last. You got a lot of ground to make up. And you don't have as much time to do it. You got 11 games. The good thing is you had the bye week, you got healthy. And, of course, the great thing is, like we talked about already, that Steelers record does not say 5-1. The good news, Keaton Mitchell is still on the team. The weekend has come, the weekend has gone, and we talked about it on Saturday, right? Keaton Mitchell has been listed from multiple different sources as a trade possibility, okay? ESPN, Jeremy Fowler, Dan Graziano, all of them listed Keaton Mitchell as a guy that could possibly be traded. Gage, do you actually think we still have that quote? If you could find that, if you could look for that, that'd be great. And I thought, personally, that if he was going to be dealt, it was going to be over the bye week. Well, it's Monday morning. Keaton Mitchell's still on this team. I don't know how much longer he's going to be on this team. I hope he's on this team for much longer. But, you just see the lack of utilization from him, and you could see the possibility that they are open to moving on from him. Jerry Fowler with more. And here's a change of pace option, talking about running backs that could be traded. Baltimore's Keaton Mitchell. He has game-changing speed, but is the odd man out in the Ravens' backfield. It's worth noting that Chargers general manager Joe Ortiz was with Baltimore when the team signed Mitchell as an undrafted free agent in 2023. And the Keaton Mitchell experience this season has been so frustrating. I don't need to say that. You already agree. You already know exactly what I'm talking about. Every single game going into it, except these final two, except these most two recent ones, where he's a healthy scratch, is so frustrating. But if that's going to be the case, if you're not going to utilize him, and if you can get a good trade and a good pick for him, I'd be down. But I would just much rather this team keep him and actually use him because we've seen what he can be, and this kid is special, okay? Do you think Keaton Mitchell will get traded? Let me know by giving me a yes or a no in the comment section down below. I'm about to talk to you, but our great friends at PrizePicks, while I'm talking about PrizePicks, answer this question in that comment section. No more talking about them. Well, more talking about them because they are so amazing. They're the reason you're watching today's video. And if you download the PrizePicks app, use our code CLNS, you get $50 in lineups. All you got to do is play one $5 lineup. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Lamar Jackson's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on PrizePicks. Follow other PrizePicks players directly in the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. I'm going to give you a step-by-step of how to play because it is so easy. My wife plays it. My dad plays it. My dog, if she had opposable thumbs, I promise you she would play it too. All you do is choose 2 or more players from any sport. And then you see their stat projections. You pick more or less on their projected stats. And if you're right, you win money. And even if you miss one, if you flex play it, guess what? You could still win money. PrizePicks, it's the best place to be. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Some bad news. The Chicago Bears, they don't look too shabby. Now I get it. They were playing yesterday against the New Orleans Saints. And the New Orleans Saints are not a good football team. But if you look at Chicago's last 4 games, they've won all 4. Against the Cowboys, the Raiders, Commanders, and the Saints. Now you can argue with me how good each of those teams are. But still, I think we know it's hard to win football games in this league. It's hard to win 4 football games in a row in this league. Ben Johnson's got them playing like a whole brand new team in Chicago. Their run game is far better. They're taking the football away. I think they've got 15 takeaways in the last 4 games, something ridiculous like that. But I think going into this season, that game against Chicago, myself included, everybody kind of thought, you'll win that game. Well, after the last 4 weeks, I don't know if that feels as much like a guarantee. The good news to send you on your way, don't worry, I'll be back later today with another video. The Dolphins, Vikings, and Jets look bad. The Dolphins and Jets specifically do not look like good football teams. They look horrible. In fact, I think the Dolphins and the Jets are the 2 worst football teams in the league. Now, why is that being discussed? Well, you are playing them, all 3 of those teams, in your next 5 games. 2 of them on the road. Okay? Now, we've talked about how important this 5-game stretch is. In my opinion, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you want to make the playoffs, if you want to even think about competing for the division, you have to win 4 of these ball games. You could drop 1. That's it. The good news is, Dolphins, Jets, Vikings, all 3 of those games, especially Miami and Minnesota, look a lot easier than I originally anticipated coming into this season. That's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. before we get out of here, I want you guys to let me know what's the Ravens' record in their next 5 games. I think they need to go at least 4-1, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure you got me followed on social media at Joey Peterson 8, both of those platforms. Make sure you're subscribed right here, The Ravens Rundown.